Hello and welcome back to the sideboard here at SCG Nashville. We're getting ready to enter round 4 of the Legacy Open, and I'm here with Andrew Shrout.
Hey.
Good to see you. I like that handshake, that was good. Anyway, new select side writer Andrew Shrout has got a new take on Death and Taxes, and what is that called for us today?
I'm calling it Death and Blaxes.
And that would be because he is using Scrubland and Marsh Flats to access black mana for 1 card in the sideboard. What would that be?
I am boarding 3 Zealous Persecutions today.
And what exactly is that good in, and how many matchups are you bringing it in against?
I suspected that Death and Taxes was going to be a lot more popular this weekend than it has been because of Spirit of the Labyrinth. And looking around the room, I kind of think that's playing out. I'm not really sure. So I wanted a card that breaks open mirror matches. Zealous Persecution is definitely that card in the mirror. It also shores up Elves, which is traditionally the worst matchup for Death and Taxes. It's still a bad matchup, honestly, but Zealous Persecution helps a lot there, and it's an answer to True Name Nemesis. So it does a lot of work.
Right, it hits all the things you need to hit. And then another card that caught my eye is, of course, Born of the Gods, sort of all-star / one of the 3 cards people really care about, Spirit of the Labyrinth.
Mm-hmm.
Now, talk about your experiences with it. Has it lived up to what the hype? Has it been good in testing, etc.? Elaborate.
Okay, well, Spirit, you say good in testing. Honestly, this tournament is testing for me. I suspected it would be really good, so I played 4 of them, and that may change if it turns out not to be as good in this tournament. But so far, I've had it in play in all 3 of my matches today, and it stopped a Jace from brainstorming in round 1.
Seems
and
good.
It stopped an actual brainstorm in round 2, and it actually it didn't actually stop, but it would have stopped a Bident of Thassa in round 3. Round 3 was crazy, but
Bident of Thassa was against what kind of deck again?
I guess sea stompy. Yes. Is that what the kids on the internet call it these days?
Some strange brew.
Yeah, but anyway, it has had many live interactions in all 3 of my matches, and I think that's just going to play out. It seems like it's never dead, and it can be backbreaking, and I expect that all 4 is going to be the right number.
And how many are in main and how many inside?
Yeah, I have all 4 of the Spirits of the Labyrinth in the main.
Because I thought you said you had 3 and then you decided to move the 4th
one? Yeah, I had 3 in the main until the last second and just decided that it was probably, it was worth testing. I thought it was going to be good, and the only way I could really be sure it was good or not if I just jammed all 4.
Right.
And so far I'm pretty happy with that decision. I cut the 3rd Flicker Wisp at the last second to make room for it.
And then the rest of the deck is just pretty much
sure. There's not
playing for a while.
Yeah, not much different. Death and Taxes is pretty well established. The specific 75. Thomas Edmondson, of course, the OG of Death and Taxes, and most people who play the deck base their list really, really heavily on his for good reason. And I haven't deviated much from that other than what we've discussed. One thing I want to note is the mana base. There was some concern that adding black sources would make the deck more vulnerable to Wasteland. I think I found a good way around that. I replaced 4 of the plains. I originally had 8 plains, and I replaced 4 of those plains with Marsh Flats, which of course can be plains if I need to play around Wasteland. And the 3 Scrublands are replacing an Igonjo Castle, which really was I never activated that anyway, and 2 Horizon Canopies. I did like Horizon Canopy. I kind of missed that card, but it's a lot worse once you have 4 Spirit of the Labyrinth in your deck. If I would change anything about the mana base, I actually wish I had fewer plains, because I'm starting to think that I'm going to get massacred a lot, and I kind of want those Horizon Canopies back just so I can have a white source that doesn't have the word plains on it.
Right. That's interesting. Well, it's a pretty nice take on the deck, and I'm glad to talk with you here, and good luck. You're, of course, 3-0, correct?
3-0.
All right, well, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. And for Nick Miller and Andrew Shrout here in the sideboard, we'll see you later in SCG Nashville.